Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen, looking at the PTU patch 3.6.0L, which actually had a few new additions to the 3.6 branch, including getting hacking sort of implemented, although it's a little bit broken. Let's take a look at the patch notes and new features. The testing focus for the patch actually had some additions: ship component degradation, hacking gameplay, VoIP version 2, flight hover mode and acceleration control, which joined the previous items being tested: head tracking, pip accuracy, ship jitter, Vanguard Warden hoplite and P-72, combat balance with ship shields, missile damage and countermeasures as well. They have now added additional crime stat hacking locations, terminals, and updated the hacking system. So hacking now requires you to have a stowable device, a crypto key, that can be found at various locations and shops and then bought there and is stored as a gadget. Basically, you can retrieve that once you've equipped it from the equipment menu by pressing the 4 key. The devices vary in style and quality, with some more legal devices being able to do the job with minimal required upkeep from the player, but over an extended period of time, and other devices of an illicit nature that hack potentially very quickly, but require constant interaction and upkeep from the player to keep in operation. Counter missions to deal with hacking players may be created, so the longer period of time that you are hacking, the longer time you're effectively at risk. The updated behavior applies to the removal of crime stat as well as shutting off comm arrays. The slow, reliable devices can be found at some shops in the verse, including Cubby Blast, which is at Area 18 on ArcCorp. But there are more illicit devices which you can find in other locations from other vendors. Additionally, there are extended locations where players can attempt to hack away their crime stat. Grimhex in the room with Ruto is where you can find a selection of those crypto keys. You literally buy them from the countertop. When you want to hack a comm array, you pull out your chip and then insert it into the slot. And so when you've got your chip equipped, you go over to the console and hold F, and literally a insert prompt will appear, and then you might have to interact with the console again and that sort of stuff. At the moment, in 3.6.0L, it breaks very often, so bear that in mind. Ships and vehicles, they've rebalanced mining profit slightly. They've added ship hailing as well, so you can now start a video call with the pilot of a ship that you're targeting while in your ship or vehicle with a hotkey. Select the target in your comms targeting MFD or in your Mobiglass comms app. The default hotkey for hailing a targeted ship is 6. They've also added ship-specific voice channels. When entering a ship, you can now join a ship's audio channel. When selecting the ship channel after you've joined it, you can VoIP and chat with other members that are actively in that ship channel. You'll automatically leave the ship channel when you leave the ship for a certain period of time or move too far away from the ship. They've updated Vanguard thrusters to joint rather than fixed, with some slight retuning. Deploying the landing gear on the Reclaimer will now also force the ship to go into VTOL. There's numerous updates to ship thrusters and flight audio. They've updated the Gladius HUD with clearer hover mode on-off indication and speed indication for when it activates. They've significantly decreased the strength of auto-leveling when in hover mode. They've increased roll angular acceleration when in hover mode as well. And this is all to hopefully help with some of the VTOL and hover mode problems, as it's a little bit sort of like, temperamental. Bounty missions will be withdrawn rather than fail if the player hasn't entered the mission area when the target dies. They've added an option to suppress head tracking during flight. They've added the display screen to the Grin multi-tool. They've added a display screen to the Arc Light pistol as well. The comms visor display now displays which channel you are VoIP broadcasting to, so who else is in that channel with you and who is speaking. Players can now invite an entire channel into their party. Colors and names of channels can be edited in the Mobiglass as well, and you can literally do that via your comms app and sort of press the square icon next to the bell at the top. That will change the color there. And also you can decide which chat channel is directed to the visor from that same Mobiglass comms app screen. There's a variety of bug fixes as well. Twitch Pacheco should now sit in their chair properly. They've disabled free look during seat transitions to avoid clipping caused by the animation. Players who leave the area of hack prevention missions should no longer successfully complete it. They've updated cockpit, canopy, interior and exteriors on the Vanguard with the correct setup. Empty mineable entities should now consistently show. Players should no longer load into the surface of planets prior to the surface spawning, causing them to fall to their deaths. Ground vehicles should no longer appear to render in preview images with missing components. The S-71 scope should now have a crosshair and reticle. The ship AI and Arena Commander should no longer fly directly into the terraformer beam or simulation boundary. Transit arrival and departure chimes should now be correct. Hacking chips should now be able to be stored in the player's inventory via the gadget slot, the 4-key. Com array lights and sounds should now match up, with them being turned on and off. Players should be able to destroy satellite mission around com arrays without being considered a trespasser. There should no longer be replace-me balls inside of Teacher's Ship Shop. They fixed various bugs and issues. One where a ship got stuck at low speed in hover mode and started shaking. Missing quantum drive component door for the Vanguard. Damage mesh and LODs clipping into the interior of the component bays of the Vanguard as well. Misaligned rear ramp on the Vanguard. An issue where some MFD's multifunction display screens would be blank from the co-pilot or support seats. An issue where Arena Commander loadout previews were zoomed in too far. An issue where Crusader security ships don't perform any flight maneuvers and leave without engaging the player, which is actually good that they fixed that. An issue where players who disconnect don't drop mission items for other players with counter missions. Again, really useful. An issue where the mining scan would stop updating when fracture or extraction mode is turned on. Visibility of additional guns on the VMA, the Vehicle Manager app, for the Archimedes. And 3 client crashes and 4 server crashes have also been fixed. There are still various known issues with the patch. The cargo lift elevator of the Reclaimer may move in the wrong direction. The central business district at Lawville can occasionally glow extremely brightly. The updated criminality and law system is only partly implemented, with some missing behavior and needed elements, so they're not taking direct feedback on that topic yet. Textures will display across visors on some helmets, depending on ships. Sometimes, when attempting to file an insurance claim, the timer will either start with a long delay or never start at all. Players may get stuck at the bottom of the Vanguard's ramp or other objects, try to jump off or walk off the ramp or the object, jump off the side to avoid that. There may be numerous collision and visual issues with the Vanguard as well. So the 3.6.0 LPTU patch has picked up a bit of steam now. The servers were in a good-ish state when I was playing them this morning. However, AI and NPC ships were very, very, very rubber bandy, very sort of hitchy and jittery. I can't seem to get on with hover mode either with medium to large ships. Small ships, absolutely fine with. But with medium and larger ships, I'm sort of like losing out on that precision control, and I sort of like spin or do silly things, or can't work out how to level my ship properly, even with the hotkeys. There's obviously acceleration control now, which has been added to the mix, so maybe I just need to get to sort of like used to using that correctly, but I'll keep on playing with it and see if it's just me. I'm kind of hoping they allow us to toggle VTOL mode on and off, rather than it just always be an automatic thing. I'm fine with it sort of automatically coming on if your ship would otherwise crash when you're at slow sort of speeds, but I'd also like to be able to turn it on when I want as well at faster speeds, to sort of like go into hover mode and VTOL. Aiming is quite sticky at the moment, which isn't great for fixed weapons, and as I said, the AI is very, very jittery. Once the law system and black market system are fully in and tested, that should go a long way to actually completing the patch, and obviously they need to solve some blockers and make sure that the server authoritative nature is now sort of like switched on. I would expect the PTU to go out to Wave 2 and then open PTU shortly if they get those blockers solved, because they just need to get that done really before more people can come into testing to sort of like test performance and get performance sorted. The major blockers for me at the moment are those ones previously mentioned, AI, but also performance issues, especially around landing zones, even Grimhex, and ship jitter. But if you're playing in the 3.6.0 PTU at the moment, tell me what you think of the latest L patch. Are you having fun with it? Is it really, really stressful? Is it amazing? Whatever your thoughts, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Every month we have a ship giveaway. July is no different. We have an 890 jump to giveaway donated by My Radar, who make a free weather app available for iOS, Android, and other mobile devices besides. They also have the Moons of Crusader and their services displayed in their app for Star Citizen, which is mega cool. And they are adding even more moons. Coming soon as well are the planets of Hurston and ArcCorp. check out that app in the links below. I am still shilling for Shadow and NordVPN. So Shadow, that allows you to have a high-spec gaming and Windows 10 environment subscription service streamed to any device, old PC, laptop, phone, that sort of stuff. It's great for Star Citizen and any other modern game, and for people that want a Windows 10 sort of environment on the go. They do keep on updating their software and their hardware, so you don't have to worry about that. Also, I use NordVPN, which is a really useful VPN for security, privacy, or accessing websites more easily. It also has a lot of advantages over free VPN services, and it is still mega cheap. I use the code BoardGamer for Shadow or NordVPN to get a discount. Thank you for your continued support and love, especially from Robert Johnston, Huntress, Dalamars, Vamprist, Gear Khan, Cat Astrus Mega, Andy Green, Mill, and Snarky. You guys and girls are not just the best, but you're also my executive producers for the month of July, and you've gone beyond all possible sense financially in supporting the channel, so genuinely thank you very much. It is amazingly appreciated. If you do have any questions or ideas for content, organizations you want me to check out, or just want me to say hi to you, or you want to say hi, leave a comment below and I will try and read it and get back to you. Also, feel free to check out my Discord and my Reddit and my Facebook page and my Instagrams. I know lots of stuff down below if you're interested in any of that. But whatever, take care, guys, and I'll see you in the verse.